morning. Thank you very much. This is DGTV. The show on air is Career Talk. My name is Joseph Okio. As I said, this is DGTV. Today we are talking about electric and electronics. The other time when we were talking about electric and electronics, I was talking to tutors at Uzuri Institute. Today we are talking to Mr. Brian Kering, who is a professional when it comes to these type of electric and electronics. When it comes to choosing a career, it is all about the passion that comes in what you want to do. We have to talk of this, and remember those guys who are looking for a path to take in career choosing. This is a show. You can talk to us on our social media platform, DGTV Facebook, DGTV Instagram, DGTV YouTube, or also you can talk to us through SMS 0791 300 105. Without all these, let me welcome Mr. Kering. Thank you so much, Mr. Kering, for having time and speaking to us today. We're talking about electrical and electronics when it comes to a career path. Now, what are we discussing and what are we talking about when it comes to electrical and electronics?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, DGTV. For this, it is a pleasure to me to be with you today for this career talk. So when we talk about electrical and electronics engineering, this is a wide field, development. Electrical normally deals with, when we came to Kenya, we have a Kenya Generating Company, whereby it generates electricity. Thereafter, we have KETRACO, where after generation we have a transmission. So KETRACO, Electrical Transmitting Company, whereby it transmits the power generated from KenGen up to the national grid. So when it reaches a national grid, there is Kenya Power and Lighting Company that does the distribution from the national grid up to the final consumer. So that's also about electrical. So when we talk about electronics, we have something like PLCs. Okay. PLCs are things like programmable logic controllers, whereby you can find them in lifting operation, and in our construction industries. Also in our home, domestic, we have TVs, we have hoovers, cookers. So those are parts of electronics.
Okay.
Yeah.
To narrow down electrical and electronics being a multi-billion sector, I'm told that it has branches. What are some of the branches that probably if you go to school, you will learn about electrical and electronics?
Okay, in school, we have electrical and electronics as a faculty of engineering. So in that, in terms of electrical and electronics, we have those who are doing crafts, artisan, others are doing diploma, and through that, whereby we get people doing certificate courses, others are doing diploma courses inside it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, when it comes to electrician, now where is that featured?
So as an electrician, in school we have electrical power installation, we have solar installation. So it's a duty of an electrician to do such things, installation of power into our rooms or our houses, even apartments, building and construction sites.
Let's talk about the application. When it comes to this career, what are the application of electricity and electronics to other field, probably?
Okay, thank you. Like in media platform, you cannot do without power. And this power, they must come from our generating company, which is in Kenya now, it is a KenGen. Then through that application, you cannot do without that power, even if you are using a generator. So that means you should apply that electrical. So as an in electricity, so there is that the flow of electric path in a circuit. So for the production of everything to be good or the quality product, so we must apply that electricity. So through that application, whereby we get the quality product out of it.
As an electrician, the development in probably technology in that sector, how can you talk about that?
Okay, in our field, innovation and creativity is the key thing. And with the help of technology right now, So we are improving day in and day out to catch up with the technology. So the thing that we, normally if there are commodities that we are using the last 10 years, like for now, there are things, materials, which it is not in working right now. And through that, safety first. So safety is the key in our department in the field of electrical and electronics engineering. So through that safety, we are moving forward to ensure that the production and the outcome of it is safe for use, for consumptions, and even for our clients. Yeah.
So safety first.
Safety first.
When you talk about safety, what do you mean?
Okay. If you know pain, that is where you know what is safety. So safety first comes so that you ensure that everything that you are using, you will not be electrocuted, you will not get shocked when you are using these commodities, these electronic gadgets. So you will not be shocked. Also, you will, as an electrician or as an engineer, you are working in a safe environment. So through this safe environment, you must have health and safety acts inside in your mind so that it will help you on how to deal with issues, how to work safely without tampering or affecting second parties.
Now, when we're still discussing on the issues concerning safety, because that is where a problem comes. People just do work when it comes to electricians, and anything that you do, it will cost a life. Now, talk about the material used.
Okay, like in Kenya right now, we have KEBS that deals with the standardization of commodities that are being consumed by the consumers in our country. Also on our field, we have IEE regulation that are regulating us on how to do things complying with their regulation, the standard, international standards of regulation. So through this, it will help us to work on a safe environment to ensure that the products and the safety of every person is being encountered. So you will not alter anything. So like your house, your good house, before you stay inside, an electrician must have do installation properly so that your house will be in safe condition. It will not be altered, or also you will stay safe inside it. Even using commodities or using your gadgets, doing ironing your clothes, so you will be in safe side. So that means the electrician installing electronic gadgets in your house must be a certified electrician. So do this satisfaction, so that means it must comply with the standard. And the standard I told you is the IE regulation that we are working on it right now.
How do you know that this electrician is qualified?
So
you see, people are just out there and they are like, mimi nimeshaifanya na mtu wa stima, so I'm good with doing this.
Okay.
Pigwa shock.
Thank you very much. Like for now in our Kenya, we have EPRA, Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Commission and Authority. So through this EPRA, we have a card. Even mine, I have a card, so that it helped me. I show you a card that me, I'm a professional electrician, so I can work. I have that mandatory to work in your field or work in your organization safely and ensure that the safety in your house, safety in your company is being encountered. So that person or an electrician must show you that he has passed through the EPRA and being given a certificate to ensure that everything is being well and is working under the regulation of Kenya.
Apart from just being certified, are there any other skills needed for one to take this as a career path?
Okay, apart from that satisfaction, first thing is that about the passion in you. So through that passion, you will be through creativity and innovation. So you must be creative. You can be satisfied, but you are not creative. So through that, it helps you to improve the standard and make sure the quality and efficiency of the product in your company. Yeah.
So it is all about creativity.
Yes.
Apart from
so
just...
you should have creative. You should be creative. Then later, you know, before you are being licensed by the Kenyan government that you should do this and this. So do that creativity. There is an exam that you are doing. so that they give you the certificate that this person, we are licensing you for this and this, for an electrician, should carry so there are classes, class A, B, and C, whereby you are going to carry out electrical works in certain classes in your company. Yeah.
Apart from just that, which other skills? Basically, we can talk about the major skills that if I want to take this course or to take this field, I have to have skills rather than just being satisfied and being creative. Are there any other skills that one should have? Probably these are the requirements that one needs to have so that you can take this as a career path. And also notifying you that hii si field ya mchezo, unaweza chapa wakati wote.
Okay, through that, to other people, others have gifts. You may be gifted in doing electronics jobs. You can repair your radio, your gazette, you can repair your TV. So that means in that, before you reach there, so it gives you that motive of doing certain being in a certain field. So that is the first stage in you that will help you to do that career at all. Okay, so through that, being creative, being repairing your radio, and you see that the practical you are doing works, then it can motivate you on way forward, then go up to, then you find yourself being liable of doing or studying for electrical or the electronics job.
When you talk about repairing things, I once tried that. Nilitandikwa na stima.
Okay.
How do you manage kutochapwa na hii stima? Because you find someone is playing around with wires which are live. How do you do that?
Okay, thank you. We have rules that govern us. So we have the color coding of our cabling. So through that color codes, it helps you to identify that this is dangerous, this is safe, and this is for warning. So we have signs that helps you. So if you go to school and get that skills and knowledge, then you will be able to operate safely, and you'll never be electrocuted. So
you need to be good in colors too. Those guys who are...
I don't mean the colors that you normally wear, but okay. The color codes. We call them color codes. So we have like a cable, a red cable, we have a blue, we have yellow, we have for earthing green and yellow strips. Yeah.
So all those colors have different meanings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that. Now, apart from just being an electrician, under electrical and electronics, what other field can you take when you do electrical and electronics? Some of us, we are much afraid of.
Okay, apart from electrical field, on the other side, I can do electronics, I can do TV repairs, I can do maintenance work and repair. So these, I mean this. If your company has been done, let's say, electrical installation, there is that maintenance work that should be done to improve the efficiency and improve the production in your company. So through that, we do that as a side hustle, maintenance work in your company. So that is help us and make sure that we build up on our field. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, when we talk about electrician, what is the projection of this industry?
Okay, the projection of electrical field in, let's say, in Kenya and the world, the projection of it is that to improve the efficiency and improve and maintain and reduce or minimize the power losses. And these power losses, like in transformers, it is being rated kVAs. So there is losses that we encounter in our country. So to reduce that and minimize the losses and improve efficiency and the production in your company. So that is where, as an electrician, it is our duty to make sure that we minimize at any cost, so that any single unit make production or quality product of it.
So how can you describe the industry when it comes to electrician field? How can you describe it?
Okay, industry and electrician. So without an electrician in a company, that means the production may either be low. The production that I mean that the production and the effectiveness, efficiency of it, like a company, an oil company that deals with oil marketing products. So that means that we have the demand of oil. So through that, to encounter the demand and the supply, the graph of it is at least effective. So we have to make sure that electricians are there so that to make sure in case there is any malfunctioning of let's say machines in a company, so it is the duty of an electrician to make sure there is no time or nothing is being wasted, so that the production and effectiveness of everything will be well in your company.
It should be well in your company. That is fair.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your day-to-day activity when someone is an electrician. How is that, your day-to-day activities?
Okay. Day-to-day activities mostly go with the interrelationship between you and the clients, so that it will drive you on what you will do the following day, or at the end of the day, what will you have in your pocket. So the relationship between you and your client will boost you and also will market you from one person to another. So you'll get more clients depending on the services you are offering to him or her. Yes.
What about when it comes to movement, traveling, going up and down, your tools of work? You carry a lot of things. Umekuja huku na bag kubwa hivi imebeba everything.
Okay. So through that demonstration, that means you should always be armed to face anything that may arise. So like you may go, a client calls you, I have a problem in my house, this and this and this and this. So why don't you come and check for me? So through that assumption, you cannot just go like any other person. Just go and see. You have to be fully armed so that you can face anything that may arise and make sure that the client you are going to serve him at the end of the day will be happy of your services. Yeah.
Why should someone take electrician as a career path?
Okay. First thing, you go as per your passions and the results that you have. Like in Kenya, we have people that are doing KCSE. Then after that, there are subjects that may help you or boost you or give you the capability to do electrical and electronics engineering or do any engineering course. So that must be the first qualification. Are you able to tackle it?
How will one know that he is able or is not able?
Okay, through passion and qualification that you have. That means that they will do an audit and see that this person or like me now, if you Joseph, you have passed in physics, maths, chemistry, let's say all sciences, and I see you have the potential in my field, you can do electrical and electronics engineering, then I will advise you. With passion in you, then it will be easy for you to do that course. So I cannot just advise you that, I cannot just find you in the street and tell you that, Joseph, come and do electrical and electronics engineering. So that will be the failure in you because you have no self-drive that gives you the power to do or to go to the next stage and tackle that field of engineering.
Can someone start something out of electrician, as in self-employment?
Yes.
Because watu wanalia sana, wanasema there is no job. Now mtu anajiuliza, when I take this as a path in a day-to-day activity, will this thing, probably if I'm not employed, I will employ myself?
Okay, self-employment work well in Kenya. Furthermore, if really your relationship between you and your client, if you can have a client, you can add one client in a day. So that means you are growing and you are developing. So that means if you have let's say your shop, your electrical shop, like mine now, so that means at the end of the day, I have new clients day and day. So that means if today I have one client, tomorrow, next week, at the end of the year, I'll have few clients who love my services. So through that, I'm growing day and
So hii kazi inalipa
yes, inalipa
na iko na
vizuri.
pesa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, also I can advise you to change that.
I changed to take the
If you
career
have the
note.
passion, but if you don't have, don't
Kuna
try.
diversity. You can do other course and probably choose this and do it at your own pace.
Yes, I can do. Like for now, I can do media very well because it is somewhat related with my course. So you can do in the media field, we have let's say technician. Technician, also in your field you need an electrician. Like for now, for our viewers, they must have used maybe power, electricity, so that we can view or take us live there we are right now. So that means even in your field I can do it well.
If you want to take this as a career path, are there challenges that one need to be prepared psychologically, emotionally to face in a day-to-day activities that one has to be doing?
So the relationship between clients and electrician is your personal model or your morals also always guide you in having more clients, because if you are doing good services for them and you don't abuse them, you are fair enough, you are meeting their target, so that means you will grow too. Yeah.
Why should one choose to do electrical and electronics, and more so doing electrician?
Okay. A better reason as to why one should do electrical or study for electrical and electronics engineering is that this field is always full of creativity and innovation. So through that, it helps you move and be updated day in, day out, so that you will not remain, you are not stagnating in one position. So that means you are meeting different fields, you are traveling from one place to another. So being an electrician, you cannot stay just in Thika or Nairobi or Kenya. You can do, or you can work internationally. So you are flexible, you will not stay in one position.
Talk about that dressing, the dress code that one has to have. Probably I'm seeing that yellowy thing, and does that has any impact or probably meaning?
Yeah, it has a meaning. Like now I have a safety boots, I have an overall with a reflective parts, and then I have an helmet. We call it helmet, but in our technical term we don't use helmet. So that means safety first. So that means before I work in a company, I should dress so that a symbol of having safety. So being in that that I can work effectively, and also I will make sure that I'm in a safe site. So safety first before I do anything else.
Safety first before
Yeah.
you do anything else.
Yes.
Karen, we just as we wind up, I want you to talk to one who is inspiring to be like you. Is targeting to be an electrician. Is working so hard to be an electrician. What can you talk to him or her?
Okay, I can advise that be focused. Be focused, don't lose focus, and be that determined, and you will be the person you want it to be. You have to be focused, don't lose focus, then stay determined to your goals. Then on top of it, you have to be passionate and creative enough so that you can face any challenges. In our field, you can be called to go somewhere, so you should have that capability of troubleshooting. Like there is something not working well, like DC machines or a generator, or generators, motors are not working. So you should have that creativity on how to tackle this thing and make sure that the production will run smoothly.
Your field especially.
My field of specialization. Okay, like for now, I'm in power option. I told you that before I did the diploma, I started with a diploma in electronics and electrical and electronics engineering. So through that, in that field, I've specialized in power option. So through that, for now, I can do solar installation, electrical installation, I can do motor rewinding, I can do PLCs, like in lifts, I can repair and maintain such things. So it is a wide thing. Yeah.
So electrical and electronics is wide.
Yeah.
Not
So,
that we only see those guys wakipanda juu ya miti ku fix wires.
yeah. So it is wide. So we have like those are doing the distribution. I told you before that there is generation, there is transmission, there is distribution up to the final consumer. So through that, there are men at work there. They are doing things there. So everybody is being specialized in a certain field. There are those who are working at heights. There are those who cannot work at heights, and also there are those who can work well inside a company, and there are people who cannot work in a company. So that means you have to specialize and make sure that you work well in your field. Like for now, we have automotive engineering, we have mechanical engineering, we have electrical, and many more. So you have to be well equipped to face in that company.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm learning that.
You are learning.
Do you have mechanical engineering? There is different types of engineering.
Yes, these are faculty. Faculty of engineering, we have mechanical, automotive, electrical and electronics. Yes.
So under electrical and electronics, that is where this comes in.
Yeah, that's where an electrician comes in.
That is where electrician. So we cannot do without electricians.
Yes, you can.
But people say that an electrician just does work and goes. There is nothing else that you are coming to do. No. After doing that, after doing that in a site, probably you are installing cables. After doing that, your work is done.
No, it is not done. There is always a maintenance work. That maybe the improvement. I told you that at the end of the day, we are working under the effectiveness of the production. So the production must be always, and the power loss must be minimized. So through that, electrician must be always there to make sure that production of your company or the bills that you are paying are not high. So he is always there to check on the effect and the power consumptions in your company or in your house, so that you will always be paying less for quality services and quality
paying less and for quality services.
Yeah,
that is good.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to electrician, the projection between the male and female, how can you talk that? Probably male are the dominant in the market.
Okay, so through that, like in the field of electrical and electronics engineering, you find that men are many compared with the ladies. I think just everybody can fit in this field. It is only that they do fear that the electrical engineering or electrical department is so risky for them. But what I can say that everybody fits here. Everybody is flexible to do this job. Yeah. So it has no limit that no one should do this. So it is open for everybody.
It is not just for women and men alone.
No.
It is
unisex.
It is balanced.
Yeah.
So ladies should not be afraid of being electrocuted.
Yeah.
I've learned that, electrocuted.
Yeah.
Now, you talked about safety. Let's go back there to safety issues. The first thing that you are connecting cables and you are electrocuted, what do you do?
Okay, we have the precautions to do. Let's say when the person is being electrocuted, we have what we call pass technique.
Okay.
This pass technique, there is first aid in it. So there is the procedures of how to make sure that that person who is electrocuted is being brought to a, let's say, stable condition before, and maybe medical assistance after that. So first aid in that past techniques. So let's say your building is being caught fire. Your building caught fire. What as an electrician, what should you do? So we have past technique. This past technique there are procedures inside it on how to tackle and make sure that you extinguish the fire in your building. Also, if you find a person being electrocuted, maybe in a socket outlet, there are procedures that you should take. Like for example, you have to make sure at first switch off the power or isolate. Then the next step is that you make sure that that person, you lay him in a prone position so that you will be able to press his or her chest so that he will breathe normally. Then after that person, you may able to take him to or call for any other medical assistance. Yeah, so there are procedures to be taken.
For that person who is at home, and most of the fires that we hear about has been caused by probably failure in electricity. What are you doing probably as electricians? And I understand there is a body to make sure that there are no quacks when it comes to professionalism.
Yeah. So through that, I told you that safety first. For any electrician, he or she should consider that everything inside that building should have complied with the regulation and the standards provided. So through that, if you comply, apart from the power surge, I think there is no any other reason as to why your house got burned or you incur any other causes. Because in your house we have the protective devices. These protective devices we have such as circuit breakers, we have top plugs, TV protectors, these plugs. So through that it helps you that instead of damages, they have the first resort of tackling that let's say that effect of power. Instead of your house getting burned, so it breaks up the power, so it isolates itself. Like circuit breakers, it has the capability of isolating the power before reaching or damaging your house or your utensils or anything else.
And everything that is included in your house.
Yeah.
So it is all about safety,
safety.
When it comes to electricity.
Yeah, safety first.
But people are afraid.
Because they are not considering safety first. They're just doing for it to work, but they don't consider the priority of having the safety first. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kering, for sharing all this information. So it is a very good course and it is a wide, as Kering has said, Mr. Kering, an electrician. I say that electricity is all about just cautious. You just be cautious, creativity a little bit, and you can take this as a career path. You can talk to us on 0791 300 105 and ask us a question that probably you are afraid, like me and others who are afraid of doing issues like concerning electricity. This is a career path that pays, and it is projecting to be a very growing, to be a very big industry. Hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope you learned one or two things that concerns when it comes to electrical and electronics and that path of electrician. That is where we wind up. My name is Joseph Oki, and this is DigiTV. Let us keep this conversation on our social media platform. DigiTV Kenya, YouTube, DigiTV, Facebook, DigiTV, Instagram, and every other social media is DigiTV. Until we meet next time, have a lovely week.